What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Modded Projects Garage. Today I wanted to go over how I set up my garage to paint and prime vehicles in my garage. So everybody's situation is going to be a little different on how they want to run it, what kind of air compressor you have, where it's at, and so on and so forth. But I'm going to go over mine today. I did a lot of research when I was trying to figure out how to do my own, and it's just a lot of jumping back and forth trying to find part numbers and everything. So I'm going to include everything that I bought. Like I said, it's going to be a little different for everybody, but we'll go ahead and get into what I did. And first off, I have a Craftsman 60-gallon oilless air compressor. I bought it used for like $200, or I think it was like actually $150, but anyways, I got that. It's not the most ideal for doing like a full paint job, but I'm doing body parts and DAing, it's kind of running constantly, but it's doing the job for right now until I can afford a better one. But right now it's good enough for me. So what I did is I got some black pipe from Menards. I'm sure Lowe's, Home Depot is going to have all this stuff, but I went with a 1/2 inch through my whole system. So every pipe and everything is 1/2 inch, and it's 1/2 inch right into the air compressor itself. So I got that, and then I actually made a T just so I can hook up another air hose that I'm not going to be running, filtering out. So if I just wanted to run, like an impact gun or whatever, I can just run it off this. But I pretty much always just use this anyways, but this is just a nice option to have if you guys are looking into any of this. But the first thing is the valves. I bought 5 valves. So you can see 2 up there, and then I have 3 for my drains, which we'll get into. And I'm gonna get all the part numbers for this, but the first one is the Watts LFFBV-3C, and I'm gonna have all this stuff down in the description. So, but these are the ones that I got for the valves, and then I ran a elbow here, and then I ran it to a Tecton 3-foot lead-in hose. I got this on Amazon, 3 foot, and then I got all Milton air fittings couplers, and the 1/2 inch size, if you guys are gonna go 1/2 inch, this is the part number for that, but that is a Milton 1818. And then this fitting here is a Milton 1816. So I have one here, one where the hose plugs in, and then I bought one for this here, so a total of 3. And then the copper pipe. So what I did, this is basically like a radiator to cool the air down, because your air is going to be hot when it's being pumped in the tank, and then it's going to be cooling down as it goes through here, and when it cools down it's going to create condensation. So this is going to help dry the air out. So I did 4-foot copper sections here. So these are all 4 foot, and then 7 inches across, I believe is what I did. And then, so I have this here, which is a 1/2 inch thread. This is all copper, and then it goes into just like the regular copper pipe, 1/2 inch. And then I ran it to an elbow, and then this is 4 feet up, elbow. And then I had a leak. I had some couple leaks that I had to come back and fix. So this would normally just be a 7 inch piece here, 7 or 8 inch, and then an elbow, and then another 4-foot section. And then I ran a T, and then 4 inches of copper pipe with another one of those Watts fittings. And they actually ran out of the ones up there, so I'm gonna give you another option that you could get in case they don't have that other one. But that is the LFIS 6301. This is all, like I said, 1/2 inch. So the goal for this is when you're running your air, periodically just drain it, and you can see actually some water's coming out. But so that's going to trap some of the water. So water's gonna get trapped down here and air is gonna come through. And like I said, 4 foot, elbow, come down another 4 feet. And then another drain, which will probably get some water coming out of here even. Yep, you can hear the water. So I continued to do that. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sections of 4 feet. And then I have a 2 foot section here that's gonna go into my regulator, filter, and dryer. So I ran a 2 foot section up, and then this is just however you wanna set your own up, but I just ran, I don't know, it looks like about 1 foot. And then I got a threaded piece of copper with a regular pipe there so I could thread it into my regulator. And I'll put all the part numbers for the regulator. So this is my regulator filter. And then I have a particulate filter. And then it goes into my dryer. So this is really important for spraying. You want to have dry air so water and paint don't mix good. So you want to make sure your air is dry, and that's the whole point of running this system here, is to dry the air out as it's coming through your line. So like I said, that's going to catch the air. You want to drain this periodically, and there you can see water's coming out, so you know it's working. And this will hopefully catch the rest of it, and I've been having good luck with it. I haven't had any water issues of any sort, so everything's been working great, honestly. And this is how I set this up, and then these part numbers here. Part number is here. This should be the Milton 18. So this is a Milton 1817, which will thread into your hose. And this is a 1/2 inch Goodyear hose I got from Amazon. Link in the description. It's a 50-foot hose. It's a really good hose so far. And then to hook up your hose, so we got here is a Milton 1836, and that's how I have that set up. And this is all 1/2 inch. Actually, I think this is like 3/4 or something on the hose, and then I had to get a reducer to put into that, but that is the part number for that. And then to hook up all your tools, you're going to need this coupler, which is a Milton 1839. It's 1839. And then just get those couplers for all of your tools. If they're screw in like that, you might need another one. Let me look and see if I have one. So the other option would be, if you have something like this, would be an 1840 Milton. So if it's a female end that you need, it's the 1840. And that is how I have my garage set up for painting, priming, whatever you know. If I want to do a full car, I would definitely want a bigger air compressor, or like a 2-stage or something, you know, that's going to pump more air. But like I said, for right now, this is working. When I run a DA, it's a little, I mean, it's the air compressor is basically running constantly. I don't ever run out of air, but it's always running if I'm continually using the DA. But yeah, if I miss something, go ahead and drop a comment. I'll look and see what the part number is if I miss something. But yeah, that's how I have mine set up. So I hope this helps somebody. I was doing a lot of research trying to figure out what was the best way for my garage, you know, how I could set it up, but that's how I got it. And another thing I wanted to put in there is the 100 subscriber giveaway. I know this is gonna seem kind of weird that I'm talking about a 1/2 inch system and everything, but I'm gonna be giving away a 3/8 air regulator. This is going to be for the 100 subscriber giveaway. So when I hit 100 subscribers, I'll make another video where you can enter in, and I'll go over the rules and how to do that. And then the winner will be sent this 3/8 air regulator. Most people are going to have a 3/8 air compressor. That's what most airlines are, but I wanted to do the 1/2 inch because I knew I was going to be doing a lot of painting. So yeah, I hope you guys are all doing good. Stay healthy with that coronavirus, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.